Who that?
Hey, wrong. Hey, nobody record.
Only Al can record. And I'm top dog. Al Productions. Well, we on live.
Good move.
3100. I'm a 32.
Get away. No. Now you already know you can walk to, but you already know what you got.
Floyd Mayweather has stepped back into the spotlight, not as a spectator, but as a strategist. The undefeated legend isn't content to sit ringside this time. Instead, he's taking a hands-on role, guiding his former protégé as he prepares to return to battle. Mayweather's presence signals more than mentorship, it's a statement that the old guard is once again shaping the new generation. And with Floyd in the corner, every move, every word, and every round suddenly carries a lot more weight.
But Tank, man, this is God day, you know? He got the two baddest people in the business on this, that's Al and Floyd, you know? Respect Floyd to the utmost, man. Just let me just come in the gym, just do me.
The undefeated icon, famous for his flawless defense and razor-sharp ring intelligence, has officially joined Gervonta Davis's camp in preparation for the upcoming showdown with Jake Paul. This isn't just a casual appearance, it's a calculated move that instantly raises the stakes. With Mayweather back in the fold, Davis gains not only a mentor but a mastermind of the fight game. Every strategy session, every sparring adjustment, now carries the influence of one of boxing's greatest tacticians, a signal to the world that this fight is being taken very, very seriously.
Good move.
3100. I'm a 32.
Get away. No. Now you already know you can walk to, but you already know what you got.
Tank vents out on social media. He's been through a lot, throughout his life. But I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan.
And here's where the story takes an emotional turn. This reunion isn't just business, it's personal. Gervonta "Tank" Davis spent 7 pivotal years under Mayweather Promotions, from 2015 to 2022, a partnership that molded him into one of boxing's most explosive and marketable stars. Their journey together was filled with triumphs, title defenses, and global recognition. But it all came to an end shortly after Davis delivered a brutal knockout against Rolando Romero, his final fight under Floyd's promotional flag. Now, years later, the mentor and the student find themselves crossing paths once again, this time with unfinished business and a new legacy on the line.
Deep into it, because I don't want to bring up mine, but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat, so they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
Seeing the two reunite feels like watching a master and his prized pupil reconnect after years apart, the student returning to the professor who perfected the art of staying untouchable. Inside the gym, Floyd has slipped right back into his element. He's sharpening Tank's signature shoulder roll, tightening his defensive rhythm, and refining those lightning-fast counters that define elite-level boxing. Every movement, every correction carries that unmistakable money team polish, crisp, calculated, and built for dominance. It's vintage Mayweather energy, now channeled into Tank's comeback.
Tank boxing skills is really better than his power. He just didn't have to use his boxing skills, but Tank can really box his ass off. And so when we in a boxing gym, Sean, as you've seen me tell Tank a lot of times, stop always resorting just to your power and use your boxing skills. And that's what Tank did in this training.
This isn't just a training camp, it's the revival of a bond built on mastery and mutual respect. Floyd isn't merely running drills, he's passing down the philosophy that made him untouchable, the ability to turn chaos into calm, to make aggression work against the aggressor, and to rule the ring with discipline and precision. Under Mayweather's guidance, Tank isn't just improving, he's evolving. His focus is laser-sharp, his movements more composed, and his presence in the ring radiates danger. What's unfolding here isn't just preparation for a fight, it's the reunion of two generations of greatness, a passing of the torch from one era of dominance to the next.
Business with you if you act like this.
But it happens a lot in boxing, though, right?
Oh yeah, because
to be
it's
common in
strategic.
boxing, yeah.
Floyd was telling him all these things.
Floyd's given this counsel to
Yes.
Gervonta.
Who do you think is telling him to do the rehydration clauses and not, putting all these stipulations on me? You can't do this, you can't do that. The ring needs to be this size. It's Davis Garcia. It's not.
The master with the blueprint has reunited with the student built to perfect it. When Floyd Mayweather takes the reins again, it's never just about getting ready for a fight. It's never just about getting ready for a fight. It's about mastering the art of being untouchable. His presence alone signals a new level of focus and danger. But just as the buzz around this reunion hit its peak, another voice entered the conversation, and it came with heat. Veteran trainer Robert Garcia didn't hold back, dropping pointed truths that rippled across the boxing world. In his words, yes, Tank Davis is special, explosive, gifted, a born finisher, but Garcia argues that fans have been left waiting for the fights that could define his legacy. His comments struck like a jab at the sport itself, questioning whether boxing's biggest stars are truly giving the audience the matchups they deserve.
I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted, never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him.
And honestly, Garcia has a point. Fans have been waiting for years to see those legacy-defining clashes, the long-discussed Lamont-Roach rematch, the dream matchup with Shakur Stevenson, even the fantasy bout with Lomachenko. Instead, Tank's been in the spotlight for everything but those fights, signing autographs, doing media runs, even trading shots with heavyweights just to stay sharp. Garcia didn't stop there. He drew a sharp contrast between Tank and the man now back in his corner. When critics questioned Mayweather in his prime, Floyd didn't hide, he doubled down. Castillo? Immediate rematch. Maidana? Run it back and make a statement. Each time, Mayweather silenced doubts the only way he knew how, in the ring. But Tank, Garcia argued, took a different route. When the smoke cleared after his toughest tests, he simply moved on, leaving the questions, and the challengers, behind like a ghost from unfinished business.
But then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making. If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20-30 million, I would probably do that.
Now, to be fair, it's easy to see where Robert Garcia is coming from. Fans crave real smoke, genuine rivalries, high-stakes showdowns, the kind of drama that defines eras. We want to see the best fight the best. But then you look at the numbers and realize, Tank Davis is reportedly pocketing around $50 million for an exhibition with Jake Paul. And suddenly, the picture changes. Let's be honest, who's turning that down? If Jake Paul offered anyone that kind of payday, half the boxing world would be lacing up gloves by sunrise. It's business, not betrayal. And that's exactly what makes Garcia's take so layered. He might not like the direction boxing's headed, but even he admits the logic behind it. Because when Tank finally hangs up the gloves, the belts will gather dust on a shelf, but the money? That kind of money sets up families for life, securing generations long after the final bell rings.
I don't blame him. It's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care of how many belts he won or who he fought. The only thing that matters is that he's going to be able to take care of his family, himself, for the rest of his life, and that's the most important thing. So I don't disagree with what he's doing. Do I like it? No, but I don't.
So yeah, maybe we didn't get the dream matchups fans were hoping for, but Tank ended up building the life he wanted, and in its own way, that's a victory too. Legacy matters, sure, but so does peace, stability, and generational wealth. Then, just as Robert Garcia had everyone deep in their feelings about respect and legacy, the script flipped, hard. Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis turned the narrative into what can only be described as the $1 Million Mayhem show. Suddenly, there's talk of a massive knockout bonus, the kind of incentive that turns a boxing match into a live-action video game. Jake announces it with a grin, and somewhere across the gym, you can practically hear Tank smiling back. Because when you dangle that kind of cash in front of a fighter built on power and pride, every punch starts to carry a little more purpose, and a lot more danger.
The only reason it had to be an exhibition is just because of the weight. Yeah. But other than that, there's a winner. I don't know if I can say it, but Well, there's like a big knockout bonus.
A big knockout bonus.
Okay. So if someone knocks the other one out, they're gonna get a big bonus.
A bonus? A knockout bonus? Hold on. Let's go back and confirm a few things. So there will be a winner and a loser, unlike that Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul